How are you today, Kay?
Yeah, good. It's been quite a long day, but it's all good. Happy to sit down and have this convo with you.
Tell me about it. I've been looking forward to it. There's a lot that I know you have to share with us, and you've had some awesome growth as your first year as an entrepreneur. So, guys, let us know if we've got any entrepreneurs or newly starting, aspiring entrepreneurs. Thank you, Black Pearl Magic.
Thank
Aspiring
you.
entrepreneurs in the house, because we're going to learn from Kay today, which is awesome. So, Kay, do you want to let everyone know who you are and what you do?
Okay, so hi everyone. I'm Kay. I'm the founder of Kiya Cosmetics. I'm 29. I have a husband, 3 kids, and yeah, that's pretty much me in a nutshell.
And what is Kiya Cosmetics for those who don't know?
So, oh, sorry, here's my
Oh, we got
son in
little
the background.
Malcolm.
Malcolm, go downstairs, please. I'm coming. One of my kids, okay.
Entrepreneur life, that's okay. He was like, let me introduce myself.
I don't know where he came from, but yeah. Yeah, so Kiya Cosmetics is a natural hair care and skincare line. Oh my gosh, you're laughing. I know it's
We love a humor on the show. This is good. This is good. This is real life. We are live, so don't worry about it, girl.
I know. But yeah, so a natural hair care and skincare brand.
Awesome. So let's start from the beginning. So we're basically going to talk about predominantly your first year as an entrepreneur, because you've just celebrated 1 year of Kiya Cosmetics, right?
Yeah,
awesome.
1 year.
So take us back from the beginning. How did this start?
Yeah, so pretty much I started out on YouTube just documenting, first of all, my relaxed hair journey. And then, so I was relaxed up until 2017. And then in the space of a week, I decided I wanted to go natural, convinced my husband to shave my hair off. I thought that would be the best way to get him to like accept, the whole big chop thing.
Natural.
Yeah, pretty much. I got him to shave it all off completely. And then I know I didn't think I would ever do something like that. So that was quite a journey in itself, just accepting myself with the short hair, first of all.
So was that just because you were transitioning from relaxing, or did you just feel like...
No, I transitioned for 1 week. I just decided that, I don't know, I just wanted to see what my natural hair looked like. Cool. I think there was a lot of curiosity online, on YouTube, people big chopping, and it just made me realize that I didn't actually know what my natural hair texture looks like. And I'm quite an impulsive person, hence the reason why I literally big chopped after a week of deciding. So yeah, that was that pretty much. And then, yeah, after big chopping, I got really into like natural ingredients, using shea butter on my hair. I was always really into oils, so the hair growth oil naturally came from that as well. And then as I started trying out these different ingredients, I would be whipping the shea butter with different oils. People would ask me about it. And then I gave birth to my third child. And about 3 months after that, I suffered really, really bad postpartum shedding. And my edges were proper, like, gone completely. It was awful. My hairline started about here. It was so bad. I can laugh about it now. At the time,
just based on your pregnancy.
Yeah.
And it's common. Why is that? Because I know a lot of people, when they're pregnant, they suffer from like losing their edges. Not so much anything that they're doing with their hair, but it's just like a pregnancy thing. Do you know why that is?
Yeah, it's all literally to do with hormones. So some women will find that during pregnancy, their hair's a lot thicker, it grows faster, it sheds less. So it kind of stops shedding throughout pregnancy. Then after you give birth and your hormones start to regulate back down, it's just like all that shedded hair that should have come out over the 9 months suddenly wants to come out in one go. And it depends, and then it depends on if you have particularly sensitive areas on your hair. It's all genetic, but my edges are very tender anyway. So naturally, they were the first to go. And that's
Wow.
pretty much it, though. It's all just hormones, really.
How did that feel for you personally? Like, because, you know, edges is one of our like pride and joys, that to just have our edges. And what did that do for you, sort of confidence wise, when you felt like, oh my gosh, my edges are lost? Like, what was that journey like for you?
It was quite difficult because I'm very simple in my hairstyling. And when I first big chopped, I chose to not really wear protective stuff. Like, I'm wearing a wig now. I would not do that when I first big chopped. I wanted to try and embrace my natural hair. So it was pretty much trying things like wearing bands around my hair and different hair accessories, which I'm not really into naturally, but just trying to make it work. I tried clip-ins for a while just to bring it down over the front, but
Cover it up into the sides, right? Okay.
yeah. So it was difficult, but then I was using my mix of oils on my edges religiously, keeping them like, you know, no stress on my edges, keeping them moisturized. Just I was obsessed with getting them back. So they came back relatively quickly, so I didn't have to suffer for too long, but yeah.
Cool. So this all started with you whipping up natural ingredients in your kitchen, basically, for yourself, because you've done your big chop, then you lost your edges after pregnancy. And were you finding that normal, you know, hair shop products weren't working for you? What gave you the desire to actually go down the natural route and to put together these products yourself?
So a lot of I wouldn't say the typical hair shop products weren't working. I did find that a lot of the products that were very, very popular didn't work on my hair. Right. And I was just struggling with keeping my hair moisturized. So I came across, well, my husband's Ghanaian, so I was kind of familiar with shea butter for the skin, but I came across online people using it to seal the moisture into their hair. And once I tried that, it worked so well. I was obsessed, to be honest. Yeah. So that's where that kind of came from. And then I realized that I am pretty much into, you know, more Ayurvedic natural processes to care for my hair and now my skin as well. So it just naturally developed like that.
Cool. And what was that process like then, transitioning from I'm whipping these products up in the kitchen for myself to I'm now actually going to package and sell these? How did you get exposure for your new brand? How did you start up? What was that first initial 3 months like for you?
So again, I'm impulsive. So
which seems to be working for you. So this is good.
Yeah, so far.
Yeah.
But so I was kind of in the middle of my maternity leave. And I was just thinking I didn't really want to go back to the corporate world. Prior to my pregnancy, I was executive assistant for a bank in the head office. I did not enjoy that experience at all. So I kind of just thought, okay, you're going to be 30 next year. You've had 3 kids. What do you want to do? And I discussed it with my husband. I said, I'm really into like hair care, skincare. Let me just try. If it don't work, I don't lose anything because I'm on maternity, and then we'll just see how it goes. And yeah, within, I think it took me like a month to really put together like a good solid business plan, plan out what products I wanted to do and things like that. And I just took the leap and decided to launch it. I didn't even tell many people at all. I think I told people like the day before launching that I was going to launch it. And yeah, it's pretty much been going since then.
The rest is from there. And now you've got quite the range of, you've got a hair growth oil, you've got a variety of shea butters which are multi-use from body to hair, you've got hair mist sprays, you just launched your shampoo and conditioner. What did you start with? Did you kind of start with 1 product or 2 products and then gradually grow? How did that process go for you?
So I started with 4. I started with the hair growth oil, the shea butter, the black soap bar, and the hair mist, because I did want something that could kind of moisturize as well as the oil and the shea butter to seal in. So that's what I started with. I'm pretty surprised that I've got so many skincare products now. that wasn't really in my thoughts when I launched. I was thinking I'll stick to hair care, but I've really got into skincare recently. So yeah, it's just pretty much developed. So then I added the black soap liquid, and then in February I added the body scrub, pink clay mask, and the sweet nourishing oil, which is now one of my favorite products, to be honest. And then so then in June, then I launched the shampoo, deep conditioner, and leave-in.
Amazing. Yes, guys, if you're tuned in and you haven't tried any of Kiya Cosmetics items, they are brilliant. I can first-hand say they are brilliant. And I've tried loads of your products. I've tried your shea butter, which is actually amazing on both the skin and the hair. I think it was like the citrus one and then the peppermint one. I've got your mist. I've got your hair growth oil, the shampoo, conditioner, liquid black soap. What do you call the thing? Scrub. Like, they're amazing. And what I love about your products particularly is they have that homemade essence to it. I hope that makes sense. Like, it doesn't come to you and it literally feels like your mum just made it in the kitchen and it's working really well. And the smell, like, all of your products smell really gorgeous. So you're actually doing really, really, really great job on that front. Did you go through a process of trying out different methods and different ways before getting, you know, your perfect product? What was that like for you in terms of perfecting your products?
So I literally, with the shea butter, I think I perfected that maybe 3 months ago. So even when I first launched, I liked it a lot, but the technique, as I've done it more and more and more, I found ways to improve it, keep it consistent and things like that. With all the products I've been using, I would use them for a long period of time on myself, my husband, my kids. I would send it to my mum, my sister-in-law, just so they're all using it. I get the feedback before launching them. So it's just trial and error, mixing up. I'm really big on the scent of a product. So like with the sweet nourishing oil, I kept adjusting the oils and things until I felt like, this scent, that's it, good to go. So a lot of trial and error and just playing around with things, really.
Awesome. What I love of two things that I've just picked up in your journey was you started with hair care and then you realize actually you've got a bit of a passion for skincare and managed to grow your brand and successfully so doing skincare alongside hair care. And then also the fact that you've just now 3 months ago perfected your shea butter, which was the first product or one of the first products you came out with. And that is really testament to not waiting for perfection before you start. You know, your product was good enough because it was selling and you had the success, but you constantly worked at it. And it is testament to not putting so much pressure on yourself to make sure that everything is perfect before putting it out on the market and seeing what the feedback is like. And there's always an opportunity to grow, to change things slightly, or to perfect it. So that is actually awesome. I'm going to get into a couple of these comments. Guys, do drop in your questions and comments for Kay in here. So we've got some waves and clap hands. Mother and businesswoman. That's from Shani. That's right, momtrepreneur. We've got some clap hands. Loads of people joining. Your natural hair is very important. It stores information. Ooh, motivation of the mind. Care to elaborate? What's your thoughts on that, Kay? Your hair stores information. Maybe DNA?
DNA. I don't know, it's the choice of word, because information I'm not sure, but I think it does. I think that hair is not just hair. I am a believer in that, because there's, especially when it comes to Black women and our hair, the pressure to even just go out with it in an untamed fro, you know. There's a lot, I think there is a lot attached to hair. I'm not sure about information, but I do think there is a lot attached to it. Yeah.
I can definitely vibe with that. Someone said, damn, women are strong in so many ways. First, the body changes, but the hair. Exactly. I think that's going back to your edges, speaking about your edges. And it's so random. Like, I feel like even now, I've got like one part of my hair that is just consistently thinning out for no reason, really. And it's true. It's just, what was your main key to getting your edges back?
No stress, leaving them alone, using the oils, but not just the oil, like keeping it moisturized so it wasn't dry and rubbing, and then adding the oil, scalp massages. Yeah, they're the main things.
And when you say no stress, you mean like the pressure of like pulling if you've got your hair tied back or braids and stuff like
so
that?
No tight braids. Even the friction. So like I mentioned before I wouldn't wear wigs at all. I think wigs can be very damaging to the edges where it's like rubbing every day. So just no friction. Sleep. I've got a satin pillowcase, so sleeping on a satin pillowcase or just keeping it protected at night as well. Yeah. So
cool, awesome. We're loving these little keys. Shani said new tip. Black Pearl Magic representing Ghana in here. The shea butter was amazing, love it. So we've got someone testifying about your products. They need to buy a new one. It smells gorgeous. That's from KWS. What are some of the struggles you went through when starting up, and how did you get past them? That's a really good question.
Yeah, that's a good one. So I think initially starting, it was okay because I was just very low key about it. I just announced on my Instagram, etc. But as things began to progress, I think, particularly with the whole COVID situation, it was the struggle of just being consistent. So in terms of always getting the same containers because suppliers were running out due to the pandemic, shipping. So I didn't want to, at a point, I didn't want to be going to the post office every day. So I started using Hermes, which they're just not great at all. They were losing packages. So that was something I had to do. Yeah, a lot of packages were going missing. So then I had to go back to going to the post office every day. What else is it? I think they're the main two things I've struggled with. And just getting the name out there. So being consistent on social media. I've always been into social media, like YouTube and things, but posting every single day, like I do on Kiya, it's so stressful.
Yeah, staying active and engaging and putting out good content, not just something to post for post's sake, but something that people and actually you've got really nice sort of like photos and things like that. So how do you go about scheduling? Do you do photo shoots for your new product, and how do you add that into your business day? What advice can you give anyone about maybe routines or planning ahead?
So from the jump, I decided that was one thing I was going to ensure there were professional pictures on the Instagram page as well as the website. So luckily my husband knew a photographer that takes pictures of like properties and stuff. I was like, I know you do property photography, but can you just do some product photography as well? So it was pretty much learning because he couldn't really advise me how to position the products. It wasn't my strong point, but I think we've managed to develop a kind of key style for the brand, and it's just thinking ahead. So I know that this amount of pictures we took at this shoot are probably going to last about a month or two. So let me schedule him in for that amount of time, getting models. I primarily used friends because I couldn't be, paying people to come and do the shoots. So I just thought, okay, I've got these friends that have natural hair. Let me just ask them to come down for the shoot. And yeah, it was just pretty much learning from there. Then you look at the pictures, you look at what's working, what's not working, what you can change. And then next time I'm like, okay, let's do it better. So this time, hold the product like this instead and things like that. So that's how it worked.
Learning on the go, learning on the job.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Right, let me see what else we have here. My natural hair is looking amazing. Oh, thank you, Shani.
It is.
Like, do you know what? This is like wig chemos removed. Period. That is it. It was done, child. Trying not to get too close to that camera. Where can I purchase, please? What's your most popular product? So Ferdy's asking where can they purchase from. I mean, you'll get into that at the end, but if you want to give them...
Yeah. Oh, so yeah, our website is www.kiyacosmetics.com. I think you can see the Kiya Cosmetics on the pin. So yeah, you can find our website from our Instagram page, and you can purchase there. I don't know if you've heard of UK Jammy. We're also on their website where you can shop different Black-owned brands at a discount. So we're on there if you've got a Jammy card. And we also recently signed up to Hair Pop, so you can shop our products there as well.
Awesome. What else do we have? What's your advice in order to grow your brand? See, I was actually just going to get into this with you as well. So this is a great question. So that was Motivation of the Maids, who asked, what is your advice for growing your brand? And one thing that I kind of noticed with your brand, and something that was awesome, is your level of organic growth in quite a short period of time.
Yeah.
So do you want to talk us through that journey?
So I always find it difficult when people ask me, like, how have we grown the brand? Because I think it's mostly being consistent. I can't take away from the fact that I do show up every single day. I post on the stories, I post on the page, on the feed, I respond to DMs. Sometimes we get DMs from people overseas. So it might be like 1 a.m. and I happen to be up and someone's DM me a question about hair care or something, and I'll respond. So I'm very active like that. Just owning your brand voice as well. Not looking like we will naturally look at other brands and other people, see what they're doing.
Yeah.
But own your brand, your corner. Sometimes I will not even go on socials. I'll just go post and then come off, because I don't want to get distracted. You see one brand posts or uses these colors and these emojis and their pictures look like this, and you will just be inclined to copy that instead of owning your own individual.
Not even realizing. I'm very conscious of that as well.
Yeah. So I think that organic growth comes from people seeing your consistency of brand, of your brand tone, your brand voice, just over and over again. So they'll be attracted to something different, as opposed to it's just another one of those hair care lines or another one of those skincare lines that all look the same. So I think that is probably the biggest key after being consistent as well.
Amazing.
Yeah, own your brand voice. Yeah.
I was just going to read that. So what would you say are your 3 top keys to owning your brand voice? How would you describe to someone who might feel a little bit lost what owning your brand voice is?
Just your style. Oh, that's a hard one. So for example, one of the things, I don't know if I can give you 3 keys. I don't know.
It doesn't have to
try.
be 3.
Yeah, I'll try.
one key that just is like a slam dunk.
Yeah. So like at one point I wanted the Kiya feed and like our images and stuff to be really colorful and playful and things like that. But I'm just not naturally drawn to those things. I'm more drawn to the more minimal style, the whites with like a little small pop of color. And it's like when I accepted that, it was so much easier to plan the content, to take the pictures, to find content to put up, because it's like, this is my style. I can't be like such and such a brand. This is what I'm into. The same with like the language. So I know there's quite a lot of brands that are into like posting about sorry, 1 second, my son is back. Malcolm,
sure,
look, it's on live. Please go downstairs, Marky. I'm coming. Oh, good night, babes. No, it's okay, I'll hug you in a minute. I'm coming. Oh my gosh. Sorry.
no worries.
Yeah, just how I like speak in the captions, and when I'm speaking to different sorry, I've lost my whole train of thought there.
Take a minute.
I don't...
So I'll do it.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Just
saying you notice with certain brands the way
mm-hmm.
that they speak or like the language that they use.
Yeah, and it's just maybe I'm not into certain things like watching. What's what everyone watches Love Island. I personally don't watch it. I know they advise brands to watch Love Island and then live tweet when it's on, things like that. But I just can't force it. I feel like I'll be being very fake to discuss it on the page. So I just stick with the things that I am into naturally, so that
through to yourself, not following trends and not going your way to try and be relevant. Because again, I always say this: your community will find you. There are people who are not interested in Love Island, or they get their Love Island scoop from somewhere else, like a blog, for example, and you're just going to stay true to what you do and who you are, basically.
Yeah, that's the best way I can put it. Sorry.
We got it, girl. We caught it. Someone asked, what is your vision? So where do you see yourself in 3 years' time?
3 years time with the brand. Definitely more of a presence. Well, definitely more of a presence internationally. I pray. Awesome. Yeah. So I recently employed 2 staff that are with me pretty much full time, and then 2 interns as well. So the plan is to grow the team so we can make more product, and I won't be, afraid to put the brand out there more, because when I didn't really have the capacity, I was just at home, I wouldn't even want to put myself forward for certain opportunities. But I found that now I've got the space, I'm kind of trying to put my name out there a bit more because I can manage it. So yeah, just grow the team and the base as much as possible so that I'm open to more open doors, really.
Awesome. Yeah. And what was that like for you then, going from a one-man band to now hiring a team? What's the kind of transitional phase like for you? How did you find it?
It's been okay. No, it's been really good, actually. It's been really good. Okay. No, it's been really good. It was just because I've been doing it for so long by myself. Things I would do naturally, like how I package, I know how to package, I know how to label. It was difficult teaching that to someone in terms of expecting, all right, I've showed you how to do this, I can do it easily, so you should be able to do it easily. And taking a step back, like, okay, no, they're seeing this for the first time. Go over it, take your time, show them how to do it properly, not getting stressed. I said to them, I'm not a micromanager. I'll explain it to you, and I'll let you just naturally, get it. If you have any questions, come and ask. This whole managing thing is new to me. So I try to just be open, transparent with them. We have regular meetings just to say, all right, this isn't quite working, change it. If you can, if you need me to explain it in a different way, or if you want to change the process, because we are setting up, new processes where it's in a new space. We've kind of got the flexibility to change things to make it easier for them as well. So it's been a good process, actually. They've been really, really good, really understanding, and they've been working hard. And I like seeing them almost fall in love with the brand more and more each time they come in. And yeah, so that's been really cool. Yeah.
Because it's like your baby. It's almost like giving someone your baby to hold.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, are you doing it just like me? So that's awesome, though, and that's in a year. Let's not forget, guys, that this is all growth within a year. So actually, within a year, you've managed to grow your brand and the demand for your brand so big that you've been able to hire a team, which is phenomenal. Where do you find that most of your trade comes from? Has there been anything in particular, for example, Black Pound Day, or anything in particular that you feel has played quite a large part in your growth?
Definitely. So I think it was June where there was the whole George Floyd situation. That was the birth of Black Pound Day. So there was a really weird week where it was like, I personally didn't want to be online at all. I think that was the week where we all put up the black squares, and it was just really heavy online. I'm really emotional like that. So I planned to just not be online. Yeah. My whole plan was to not be online at all. you know, let it play out and everything like that. And then I just kept getting notifications on Instagram, and it was like, this person has shared to their story, this person has tagged you. And then I went online and I just saw so many people that had been following the page, tagging us. So when they say tag a Black owned brand, so many people were tagging, sharing, reposting. It was actually overwhelming. I was like, oh my gosh, like my orders that week went up so much. I was like, what is going on? I was so confused. And then it was like, on one hand, I'm really sad because of what's going on. On the other hand, I'm excited because I'm thinking all these new eyes are on the page, they're buying, they're following. So, and then when that first Black Pound Day weekend came, it was insane. The notifications, I was just getting order after order after order. I started panicking. I had to lock the site off to say everything was out of stock, because I was thinking, how am I going to make all this product? I literally had to go.
And at that time, you were still a one-man band.
Yeah. Yes, I had to. No, it was just me. So I had to call my brother, my sister-in-law to come and help me. They did okay. They tried.
Just okay.
Yeah. But yeah, it was really overwhelming. And then from that point, I think because there were so many people that tried the product from that weekend and liked it, they just kept coming back and talking about the brand. And yeah, from that point, it's just brought me to here, really.
But from there, amazing.
Yeah.
Right, I'm going to get into a couple more of these comments. Let's see what we got. So, own your brand voice, consistency is key. We went through that. Someone said mum 24/7. You already know they're feeling you. Oh, so sweet. So we've got some love in here for your little boy. Being authentic. Being authentic is so important. Yes, love that. Do you? I'm not sure what that was in reference to. Love it. Be authentic. Oh, love that. Do you? I get it. So they were just again affirming on that, being authentic. Someone said love it. Be your authentic self. Living for no one's approval. Staff, yes. We've got lots of claps in here for you. Got to go, but thanks for the inspiration. Thank you for joining us, Black Pearl Magic UK. We've got Melanin Gloria in the house. Hey, Melanin Gloria.
Hi.
Do you own a shop? You're online. So cute.
Online, yeah.
Amazing. So head over to Kiya Cosmetics, which is tagged, and you can have a look at Kay's online store. Motivation of the Mind said you're a big inspiration. Shani has asked, has Corona hindered any of your business trading in any way?
Yeah, so I touched on that earlier. It was pretty much, I had to change some of the, well, almost all my containers had to change in some capacity, whether it was I couldn't get the pumps anymore for the sweet nourishing oil. I had to completely change the container for my hair growth oil. People's packages getting lost in the mail. I literally last week Friday I got a return package from an order that went missing in June. So yeah, you can imagine how it was just crazy. At one point I was getting emails every day, where's my package? I haven't received it. So that was really, really stressful at a point.
Especially knowing you.
Yeah. So the product has gone. I've left it. It's not my fault, but it is what it is. Also with the events, so I literally had from February at least one event booked up until I think it was September, and they all got cancelled. And that was
it's like hair shows.
Yeah, so different vendor events. Yeah, that was a blow because I love that face-to-face interaction, number one. Number two, you can generate so many sales from those live events because people are seeing the product live. You can explain the product to them. And yeah, I can't lie. After when I got all the cancellations, I thought, oh my gosh, how am I going to survive, you know, without the live events? Because up until that point, that was predominantly where I was getting the income from. So yeah, it
and
was.
then Black Pound Day. What he doing?
Yeah. Honestly.
Right. So, love your products, Kiya. Won it from your giveaway. Oh, awesome! They won your giveaway.
Oh, is that? Oh, okay. Oh, you're welcome.
Melanin Gloria. Kayla7 said, I purchased your shea butter last week. I'll definitely be coming back for more. I told you, girl. Honestly, guys, the products are awesome. Your products are really, really good. Someone said, God bless you.
God
Awesome.
bless you too.
So, I will ask you, what would you say has been your proudest moment to date with the growth of your brand?
Hands down, it was celebrating the first birthday in my warehouse office with my family. Some of the staff were there as well. It was like I'm in my own building on year one.
So in a year, you've grown your brand, you've hired staff, and you've actually now secured a premises for your products, so a warehouse. Talk us through that process, your warehouse then.
So it was so weird. Literally, probably, I think it was around February, I said to my husband, like, oh, I can't wait to be big enough to have my own office. Then he was like, you know, just keep doing, you know, what you're doing, keep growing, put in the work, etc. I didn't have any thoughts in my head that I would have my own place this year at all. I was thinking maybe next year, the year after. And then it literally took over my entire house. So imagine COVID, we're on lockdown, 3 kids, and they can't go out. And then the house is just packed with containers, ingredients. Everywhere. My whole kitchen and front room was just taken over. And it was like, it got to the point where we couldn't physically live like that anymore. It just wasn't working. So I was like, so babe, the office. Yeah. I was like, babe, so the office, you know.
I said it, you spoke, manifested it.
Yeah. Awesome. So yeah.
Amazing. No, congratulations. Honestly, you already know I'm a big fan of your growth, of your brand. Someone said self-made with about 10 E's on there. I'm exaggerating, maybe 5. Someone said, Mum loves the smell of your products.
Well. Thank you. Thanks, Mum.
Guys, if you have any last questions in here for Kay, please drop them in and I will make sure I get through them before we go. Kay, if you're going to leave us with a word of advice today, what would it be? Just from your experience as the first year as an entrepreneur.
I'll definitely say learn from my impulsive side and just go for it. If you want to start something, plan it and start it. Don't talk yourself out of it, and do it sooner rather than later as well. I think that delay definitely does bring cancellation. If you just go for something at the time, it either works or it doesn't work. It doesn't actually matter if it doesn't work. There's so many businesses that have started and failed, and then the next idea was the one. So just go for it. You don't know where it's going to lead to. So yeah, that's definitely my
There's one that said if you don't fail, you're not even trying.
Yeah, I agree.
I love that. I actually got some questions which are shooting through here now, so we'll just get through those before we go. Can you do more lives? Love this. We're here. We've got a couple of episodes left, but actually if you head over to our YouTube, we've got series 1 and then 2 other episodes of series 2. So hit the link in our bio and there's more lives there. And Kiya, you do Kiya. Kay, you do lives on Kiya Cosmetics as well, don't you?
I went for a period of doing them in lockdown. I said I would bring them back in September, I'm trying. It's just a lot going on, but yeah.
Follow the page, and if she comes on, you'll be informed. Black Beauty Sense says, congratulations on your success. Keep rising, with a heart.
Oh, thank you.
By the way, Kiya, I love your, is that interactions? Maybe it's supposed to say interaction. Oh. I think that's what it's supposed to say. Ferdy said, well done. Thank you for staying with us, Ferdy. Amazing. So Kiya, if the people, oh my gosh, why did you do that?
You're not the only one.
Kiya Cosmetics keeps like running through my mind. Kay, if the people want to find you, where can they find you?
So yeah, you can find my personal page, Kay Amoah. It's on the pin as well. I'm kind of active on socials. I try my best. But I'm always active on Kiya Cosmetics. So that's Kiya, I think it's Kiya_cosmetics on Instagram. And then if you go on our website, sign up for the newsletter, you can get updates on where we're going to be, what we're up to on there as well.
Amazing. Awesome. Kay, thank you so much for joining us. I've seen a couple more comments come in, so I'll go through these before we go. All Things Rosie says, well done, you are doing amazing, you are inspiring. That is beautiful. Motivation of the Minds got thumbs up. Thank you for joining us, Motivation of the Minds, and for all your questions. And yeah, it was meant to say interaction. Amazing. So love your interaction.
Oh,
awesome. Guys, thank you so much for joining us. Special thank you so much for joining us. You can watch this interview back via IGTV. So if you've got anyone who missed it, Kay, they can catch it on our IGTV for the next 24 hours, and then it'll be uploaded indefinitely to the Purpose Platform YouTube channel, which is
perfect.
All right. Thank you so much for joining us. This has been an amazing chat, and I've really enjoyed going through your journey just of that first year as an entrepreneur, because it's the hardest, and that is literally when a lot of people decide to bow out. And you have really stayed the course, and you are literally a living testament, and your brand is a living testament to what perseverance can do, because you even came up against COVID. You know, you're mom-entrepreneur of 3. Okay, guys? Let's not forget, she's a mum of 3, and you are absolutely killing it, girl. So thank you so much for your time this evening, and we look forward to watching you grow even more.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you for having me on. I really appreciate it.
A pleasure. Amazing. Guys, have a great evening. We'll be back soon.
Bye, everyone. See you.